What a nice little bird. I like this bird. Hey everybody, welcome back to Hitman Blood Money. Last time we took out the Swing King, a guy who, down on his luck after his theme park literally killed a bunch of innocent people, decided, hey, I'm going to use lawyers to get out of this, and also I'm going to get a drug cartel to work with me to make drugs and make my money back. But this time we're going to be continuing our adventures as Agent 47. So let's do it, and let's see what our next mission might be. Ooh, but first, cutscene. Present day. Well, I wonder if that means if we're watching flashbacks right now.
Yeah,
Rick Henderson, first edition.
he's expecting you. This way.
Rick Henderson. I've been looking forward to this.
As have I, Mr. Alexander.
Don't let's stand on ceremony. Call me Jack.
Rick.
Make yourself comfortable, Rick. I'll be right with you. I admire your work. Real journalism.
Thanks. I thought we'd start with your thoughts on the White House attack, then discuss your tenure as director of the FBI, post-retirement reflections, whatever, and...
Rick.
Or if you want to sound off on politics...
Rick. My apologies. This interview about me is just a cover for a more sensitive story. I'm sorry to have lured you here under false pretenses, but I couldn't risk a leak.
I'm not sure I understand.
Don't worry. It's the scoop of the century.
If I had a dime for every time I heard that...
Listen, please. It begins with a little incident at a vineyard in Chile that caught my eye some time ago. This was a family business. Fernando Delgado and his son Manuel. Well-liked, hard-working men. Have a look at the folder.
Hello, 47. Your next target's in Chile. His name is Fernando Delgado. Used to be a colonel in Pinochet's intelligence service. Now he's running a cocaine factory under cover of a vineyard. Satellite imaging suggests the lab is underground. Fernando's son Manuel is on the coke trade, so to make it look like a drug hit, you'll have to take him out too. We'll get you in with a pensioners club from Santiago for the big celebrity unveiling of Delgado's new wine label, named for 80s B-action star Rex Stanton. There'll be at least one TV crew on hand, so keep an eye on them and their cameras. Delgado's got a seaplane, and that may be your best way to get out in a pinch.
So yeah, anytime a mission begins, you'll be presented in a specific start location. The M key is a little map, and on most difficulties, you can see a lot of stuff such as civilians and other things. There's well, not civilians, but you can see all the different targets and stuff and extra stuff. But on the higher difficulties, I believe less information is shown, but you will always see where your targets are, and it'll tell you on the map what you can see. So with that, we are going to get moving. Now already, right off the bat, we have a guy making his way over this way. So I think what we're going to do is we are going to get our new silver baller. We're not going to kill him, don't worry. What we are going to do is we're going to sneak up on him as he's making his way over here. Oh, going to turn around because he heard us. And now that he's right here, we're going to get behind him, and we're going to human shield him. And then we're just going to knock him out. Now, in some versions of Hitman, such as Hitman 2, when you knock someone out, it's temporary. but in this case, it is permanent. And now we have a new disguise. You do get bonuses if you complete the mission wearing just your suit, but we're not going to be doing that right now. So we are just going to instead, oh, there's the hangar, make our way through the map as normal. Let's go after our first target, which I think will be Delgado Sr. So let's make our way around. And when you are in a disguise, you can get into certain areas more efficiently and less efficiently. For example, that is a guardhouse over there. You can only get in there normally if you are in a guard's disguise. If you go in there in civilian clothes, they'll go, hey, who the hell are you? And they will ask you to leave. In some cases, they will shoot you on sight. So, you know, that's always nifty. But instead, for now, let's keep going this way to get our first target. Sorry about that. There was a thing I got pulled away for a second, but we are back. And what we're going to do is there's a couple ways we can sneak into this compound. Now, of course, we can go through the front door, but in some instances, it is a lot better to just, you know, sneak around. And we're also just going to, for our sake, grab this guy, because no one else should really come this way. So we're going to grab him, take him over this way, and knock him out behind that tree. Just so he's, you know, out of sight, out of mind. I'm sorry, my friend. I literally do not care. You're going down. And we're only doing this for the sake of... Oh, didn't mean to drop that. The Silver Baller is an iconic weapon from this series, and I refuse to let it go. So what we're going to do is we're going to sneak up over here. And now that we're up here, we can get in a lot of trouble for being on the roof. So we're just going to very quickly... See, we're going to wait for this guy to go by, and once he does, you see that hole there? We're going to drop inside of this little winery building. So we're just going to wait here for a second. Now, we could just walk through another way, but, you know, that's not as interesting. We're trying to be super assassin sneaky. So we're just going to hopefully be good here. And just drop on down, and we are in without an issue. And now we can just make our way out. Beautiful. Now that we're over here, what we got to do is make our way up this pipe. Hope no one sees us. This is the cool thing about Hitman, in my opinion. They add lots of verticality and movement-based stuff, so you can go and do fun different ways to enter and exit areas. Ooh, so we don't see him there. Let's see if we can find him. The other reason also we took out that guard patrolling here is he can see us here. Ooh, he was on his balcony, so we're just going to wait for him to move. And ooh, let's see. He's just hanging out in there, viewing things, checking them out, but we're going to get our poison ready. And we're just going to wait for him to take a seat and start playing his cello. So this might take a minute, so I'm just going to skip ahead to that, which actually I think we're good to sneak inside for now, but we'll wait for him to set up. Some pictures of his old dog, it looks like, and maybe a family member. But for now, wait, oh. He's going to sit down, and he's going to pick up his cello. Also, I figured out first person. It's F1, so now that we did that, we can make our way over. This hurts me, my friend. I'm a celloist. But we have our objective, and we have to take him out. And with that done, that is the first guy down. So we're just gonna... Ooh. We are gonna take his snub-nosed pistol, because that's pretty neat. And then we are just going to get rid of him. You can also throw people over railings. That's pretty neat. So we're just going to dump him and move on. You get a little cam for it. And with that, we'll close the door. You can also poison that wine bottle as he'll take a drink. But for now, let's get out of here. Also, we're going to exit first person just because right now it doesn't fit. And we're just going to drop down over here. And we are good. Now, his son is the next target. And there's a couple different ways we can take him out. The question is, what do we want to do? I could do it simply or I can make it complicated. So I think what we're going to do is there's one way to do it with a mine. The problem is that there's a good chance you'll kill a lot of civilians if you do it that way. So instead, we are going to kind of wait for him to come back and take him out in another spot. So we're going to come back in here where all the civvies are, and let's see. Also, something I like to do personally is I just like to make sure my coin is equipped when I'm running around. So if I accidentally hit the button to, take something out of my pocket, it's a coin and not a pistol, especially if I'm in my suit still. Have I done that before? Yes, a lot. Ooh, he's actually making his way. So what we're going to do, I'm going to drop a coin. Oh, and he's going to look around. And when he starts moving again, we're going to drop another coin. And we're going to just slowly drag him over here. If it will let me get him back in here, that is. Oh, no, buddy. No. Unfortunately, I don't think we have a... You know what? We might have enough time. Oh, did I accidentally drop my poison? Oh, in that case, then. We're just going to have to grab him, hope no one comes through, and just take him out this way. Just pop him. Now, unfortunately, unlike newer games where you can just do this and then just, snap their neck, we have to do this the old-fashioned way. And now that we've done that, we're just going to grab him, and we're just going to dump him. Oh yeah. And with that done, man, someone better clean up that wine. That's a lot of wine. One of the ways you were killing him, like I said, there's a bunch of barrels there. I'm sure you can see where this is going. You put a bomb on that winch and detonate it. But instead, we're just gonna get out of here and we're just gonna run. So yeah, essentially, if we run to the back over here, we can escape. Oh, cool. There is our target, nice and dead. And we're just gonna run down this side area. Now, here's the big thing. Make sure you have everything you want to do and done everything you did. Because once you drop down here, the only way back up is through the enemy area, or through all the guards and everything in the basement. So, for example, I lost my syringe, so because of that, I'll probably have to pay a weapon cleaner cost, but that is okay. But for now, we're just going to make our way down here and try to sneak past that guy. So to do that, we're going to just go this way, and we're going to throw a coin over there. And once he's back his turn, we're just going to run. Now, that's one of the more elite guards, unfortunately. So this guy, we're just going to shove him. Oh yeah, if someone falls into a body of water, they're just instantly gone. Ooh, I could have probably gotten my suit back, gotten a better grade, but you know what? That's okay, because we're here and we're just going to escape. Heck yeah. So we get the total kills, shots fired, shot hit, close combat kills, accidents, headshots, never caught on camera. Got 627,000. And yeah, the professional. So this is cool because it'll show you a full breakdown of how you did. It'll give you an automatic restart, like, oh, I got caught last second on camera and as I escaped, darn it. It shows you how long it took you to complete the mission. It shows you your rating. And depending on how much noise and violence you cause, that'll raise your notoriety. And when it gets too high, you're going to have to use that money to kind of lower your rating. But because that worked out well, it'll show you how much money you get. We got I believe, like I said, the second highest rating. We got a lot of money. They lost $5 grand for the suit, but that is okay. And you have uploading scores, which I think is gone at this point because I'm guessing the website is gone. And then you have options for reducing your notoriety, by the amount you are willing to spend. Now, hopefully we'll never have to worry about that, but you never know. And with that, the professional wanted by police, Fernando Delgado killed, police suspect, blood money is involved. And yeah, once again, we have another update on the election. That Tom Stewart guy, he's doing pretty good. Guys, this is pretty funny. This is a newspaper that's both in English and also down here in Spanish. Elección Presidente Americana, which, like, this is just a mix of English and Spanish, and that's funny. Oh, that being said, look, there's a opera coming to town. That's pretty rad. And we'll save again, as always.